This is WeatherScope.
Severe thunderstorms, flooding rains, and blizzard conditions are the major players of a dynamic storm system dominating two-thirds of the nation. Good afternoon and welcome to this edition of WeatherScope. I'm Bob Stokes. We're seeing a spring-like scenario play out in the southeast today, and that means potentially severe weather. In fact, not only potentially, it's ongoing. Mike Bono joins us now from the Forecast Center with more.
Spring-like indeed, Bob. That's one of the downsides of spring, is that it is also the severe weather season. And in the Rocky Mountains, it happens to be a continuation of the snow season. These things kind of go hand in hand, a snowstorm in the Rockies and severe weather in the Gulf states. Let's take a look at the latest watches that we have still. As we go on into the late evening hours, we had a couple of different tornado watches on the Gulf Coast that have since been replaced by one elongated one from the coastal waters of the Golden Isles of Georgia to St. Augustine, Florida, all the way back to a lot of South Alabama and the Gulf Coast of Florida. That's a tornado watch, and there are some very rough-looking thunderstorms in that area right now. A severe thunderstorm watch branches through Alabama and Georgia. Within this area, we have had a funnel cloud reported already in Coweta County in Georgia, and also golf ball size hail, and also a tornado watch still in eastern North Carolina, and there have been some confirmations of tornadoes in Robeson County in Lumberton, apparently some damage to some homes in that area. Now, let's not leave out the parts of Middle Tennessee and Alabama, maybe not in a tornado or severe weather watch in Tennessee, but things are starting to generate or regenerate in western Alabama right now. We have some severe thunderstorm warnings already. As we notice, the radar estimated precipitation overnight and into early this morning, some of these pink areas coming up to 8, 10, even 11.5 inches of rain overnight and into yesterday in Biloxi, Mississippi. Pascagoula nearby only 6, so you can get a wide variability. Look at Mobile with almost 8 inches of rain in the Atlanta area. The Atlanta area coming in with about 3 inches of rain in several hours this morning, getting really rocked as we take you into the north side of the city of Atlanta along Peachtree Creek. Some of the neighborhoods that typically go underwater, well, they were underwater again right near the borderlines of some of the fairways of the Bobby Jones Golf Course. Also, Sweetwater Creek in Austell going out of its bounds, and Soap Creek and Mud Creek in Marietta. We're looking at a lot of really rough flooding conditions right now in the local Atlanta metro area. And the yellow areas are some of the heaviest echoes of rain and thunder. The good news, this storm that was moving out of Coweta County and into parts of Douglas County weakened into Cobb County and moved on to the north, but still there's a lot of heavy rain around. And in Alabama, we have some warnings now for severe weather, and some of northeast Alabama, like Etowah County, has a tornado warning right now, and DeKalb County in northeast Alabama. These are areas that have tornado warnings, so take cover immediately. There could be some rotation in those storms, and even a tornado could touch down. We've got a cool front coming down on the main low pressure system moving through the Ohio Valley, but this is the area where the weather has been very volatile. We can even see some sunny skies breaking out in Tennessee and Kentucky that leads to heating and could even lead to recurrence of thunderstorms, some of them severe. An upper level low spinning over Arkansas right now, and that's firing some storms in northwest Alabama and middle Tennessee, but the strongest activity seems to be from the Gulf states on up into North Carolina. Again, a tornado reported right around Lumberton, North Carolina earlier, and in Clarendon County in eastern South Carolina, confirmed tornado, as well as Coffee County, Georgia earlier on. In Appling County, we had some damage in Georgia as they had a tornado warning a little while ago. Now some strong storms moving through Raleigh, North Carolina, and regenerating just east of Charlotte. These could become severe at any time, but the mountains of North Carolina actually getting a break. Lines of thunderstorms approaching Birmingham right now could get strong or severe. Watch out on I-65. And a lot of storms around Memphis, Tennessee. Doesn't look quite as vicious as some of the storms we've been seeing, but there are warnings down around Okaloosa County in Florida and Escambia County, Alabama, going into Florida for very strong thunderstorms. Special marine warnings, Panama City, Destin, and on eastward. So we've got the potential for severe weather on the Florida Gulf Coast. Look at this lightning all the way into Alabama and the Gulf of Mexico. Very dangerous conditions to be outside, not to mention some of the dark green areas that have flash flood watches, and there are many counties in the south right now with flash flood warnings. We'll keep you posted on this dangerous spring situation in the southeast. If you're away from your TV set again, it's click on weather.com on the internet for more. Now back to the studio.
Thanks a lot, Mike. The other aspect of this snowstorm is the snow, or this storm is the snow. Residents in parts of the plains are experiencing near blizzard conditions, whiteout situations in some locales. Let's check out the history of the snow, and you can see in the southwestern part of Iowa, we've seen over a foot. As a matter of fact, one report comes in from Iowa of 8-foot snowdrifts in the Des Moines area. Some farmers just outside of Iowa report 12-foot snowdrifts, and it's still coming down. There's the Arctic air. There's the nose of it here, and we haven't seen Arctic blasts that often because of the effects of El Nino. And you can see the snows from Green Bay where it's coming down moderate to heavily now. We've got sleet in Milwaukee, and there's the band of snow getting into Des Moines where it's not a light snow, it's a steady snow where some 8 to 12 inches has already fallen due to that low. And on the back side of it, the north and west side where it's tapping into the cold air, we've got the snow coming down, especially in the areas of dark green. That's where the heavier snow is occurring, getting into Waterloo and the Quad Cities, at least north of there. Chicagoland, you're looking at snow overnight tonight, and there's a look at the snows coming down across Iowa presently and getting into winds are howling.